Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be in this online marketplace that we call planet Earth. Lots of e-commerce platform news out of the past week. Shopify dropped its suite of updates, which it does twice a year. It's called Shopify Editions. It's just means it's a bunch of updates, and you can look forward to them every year, 2 times a year, which makes it feel like an event, which is nice. They roll out a lot of glitz and glamour for it, and for how many small businesses that there are that use Shopify, that this is the common denominator, is a really good chance to feel like you're actually part of a community when you're out there doing a lot of stuff on your own. So I appreciated it. This year's batch had a lot of stuff that's new to Shopify, but not necessarily new. Bundling, it falls under that category. Bundling bundling should have been taken care of like at the very beginning of Shopify. This is always the thing that drives people to WooCommerce and to other options, is that the bundling on Shopify is not great. Now it is, and that's good, but it took until now to get there, and I'm sure that there are development reasons for that, and when you're stacking code on top of each other, it's not as easy as just throwing a switch. Sometimes you're reinventing the wheel when it comes to those features, but I'm glad to see it. I'm glad Shopify is on board now with bundling, and we can all move on from that. The other one that's new to Shopify but not new, but is very significant, is the subscription feature, where you can natively inside of Shopify offer subscriptions, which for Writer's Block Coffee, which is one of my businesses, this matters a lot. Before, you had to use a third-party app, and there were a lot of third-party apps in the Shopify App Store that offered a subscription feature. What are they going to do now that Shopify is offering subscriptions natively? Well, I don't know. They're going to have to offer something above and beyond what is being offered on Shopify. I use Recharge. Recharge upped its minimum, it's like base a package with them, from something like $25 a month, or roughly somewhere around there, to $99 a month. So these little Shopify subscription apps are probably going to go away, where the ones that are more full suite and offer a lot of integration and a lot of insight and data and optimization, like Recharge, are probably going to stick around. Those were the 2 big ones that stuck out to me. Really, there's just not enough time to go over all of them. But the other e-commerce news this week, which kind of got overshadowed by Shopify, and probably for a good reason. Shopify does something, it affects a lot of people, so that's one to watch. But Walmart's e-commerce marketplace came out with what looks like Amazon Brand Registry, or its version of Amazon Brand Registry. That is, again, Walmart trying to look more and more and more like Amazon. Is it on time? I don't know. I sell using Walmart.com. I like their platform. There's some things that I don't like, but I can say that about everything. Nothing's perfect. But I like the fact, in these 2 cases, that these are companies that are willing to put work in to their platforms, keep them current, keep them moving towards something. It's good to have that in your corner. If someplace isn't doing that, they're probably not going to offer the best service for their sellers or their customers. And kind of looking at you, Newegg. But I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other on naming any of those beyond Newegg. Oh my gosh. Newegg, what? You used to be so cool. Anyway, oh, look at that. I got a ding. I sold a Pleco feeder. See, this is why I like e-commerce. I could be making a video, and then I get a ding that says on my phone, hey, you've sold a Pleco feeder. That's great. Theplecofeeder.com. If you have a freshwater aquarium, you should go to theplecofeeder.com. And if you like subscription coffee, you should go to writersblockcoffee.com. That's what I got. All right. Lots of nerdy e-commerce news, but a great, interesting week, and I will talk to you later. Next week.